Hi, it's Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. It's Sunday, the day after the big show. How'd it go? It went well. I said that I printed out 3 sheets. I only used one, but I only had 2 lines left at the bottom. I sold 34 items. So I didn't set any new records, but it was a good show. I hit number 5. Let's just make sure. Yeah. Number 5 out of 132 shows. So that's good. What were my big sellers? My water bottle slings. I had them right at the front, and a lot of people were commenting on them. Oh, you should get one of these. I ended up selling, I think, 6 of them at $10 each. And a couple of times I needed to demonstrate. They'd say like, oh, how does a bottle fit in here? And I had bottles of water, and I had my 32-ounce Yeti insulated cup that my coffee was in, so I could show them how it fit with both. So yay! Yay for water bottle slings. A water bottle sling was my first sale. And then a mom came along, and she just loved the swinging chicks. She had 2 little boys with her, and she was like, oh, which one do you want? Well, they both wanted the mallard. But they got the mallard and the eagle, and then they put them over their heads like necklaces. Yes, I have old bulletin paper for my scrap paper. When our pastor resigned, we had like 1,000 sheets of bulletin paper left with his name on them. So, scrap paper. It's been probably 4 years now. No, 3.5 years, and I'm still using a bulletin paper. Okay, mallards. So I sold 2 of my swinging chicks, the mallard and the eagle. And the happy coffees were getting a lot of attention. I sold 2 of those. Turtles. I sold 3 turtles. A watermelon turtle, a sunflower turtle, and an African flower sea turtle. So I will have to link the patterns that I used in the comments, because for one thing, I need to find the one pattern and remake the watermelon and the sunflower. Okay. This family came along with a little boy, and they were looking at the cats. And the little boy goes, don't you have any dogs? Oh, I said, yeah. And I pulled out my bag from under the table that had dogs and cats, started going through it and showing him the dogs that I had years ago. Wonder if I have that marked when I made it. Oh, I didn't bring that back. Okay, I don't. If I know when I made it, I will put a little note up. But it was for one of those crochet alongs where you don't really know what you're making until it introduces like, oh, here's the project you're working on this week. But it was a dog. It was a Halloween crochet along, and the dog had a little ruffled collar that you could tie on him and a mushroom hat. And it turned out being pretty big because I doubled up on the yarn. So it was about 20 inches maybe. I've had that for years. He fell in love with it. I think in my inventory I had it marked at $22. I let him have it for $15. It's gone. Yay! Just yay! It's one of those things where I made it and it's like nobody wanted to buy it. It was on my Etsy for quite some time. Nobody bought it, so it's gone now. The lady who was at my show in April and asked for the chicken on the swing, our chicken in the emotional support chicken bag. She came and she got her chicken. And she also bought a bottle sling and a little car that I've had forever. And I don't know how it even ended up on the table because I didn't have any other cars out, but it was there and she bought it. I sold several dinosaurs. One was Tanner, the mini Triceratops, in the pastel tie-dye, where I found a skein of ombre yarn and I thought, oh, this is going to make a cute dinosaur. It did. That's old. Okay. I sold another chicken in a bag. So I did sell 2 emotional support chickens in the bags. And since, like, the mom bought something for one little boy and something for her other little boy, and she had a baby boy in the wagon, and he's just sitting there watching his brother shop. He was probably only about 18 months old. I went and got a little micro octo and gave that to him. I said, here you go. Just because your brother's got something, you need something too. So I did give away something for that order. My little micro octos. I probably should put that pattern on my blog. They work up quick. They're only, I think they only go up to 24 stitches and they're no sew. I had a whole basket of those and I sold, I think, 4 of those. I also sold a bunch of loaf cats. I sold one big one made from the homespun that I just made last week. And I sold 3 smaller ones that were only, the ones that work up really fast because they're only about 3 inches long. So that worked out well. I need to make up some more little loaf cats. I had a little bin of $10 items that were mostly, I think they were all patterns from Minigurumi, where hers are about 3.5 inches tall. I think they go up to 30 stitches. I had koala, axolotls, and penguins in the bin, and somebody bought the koala. I sold one of my mushroom ducks. I want to make some more of those. Those are cute. Those sell. Kitty. Somebody came by and wanted a dinosaur and bought a little, it's like a little T-Rex with yellow spots on them. Mini cats, water bottles thing. A little girl came by and she homed in on my purple Ankylosaurus. I made that with yarn from a mystery yarn challenge, maybe April. And she picked that out. She wanted that. And I think maybe her dad was a vendor because she's pointing at it. I'm coming back for you. And she did. She came back and she got it. I sold 1 fancy frog. Fancy frogs are the leggy frog, but when you get down to the bottom, I put a row of back loop only. So I got that loop to work, the loops to work in later. And then I just double crochet a tutu around the bottom of the belly. So I sold 1 of those. Micro octo again. I sold another dinosaur. I sold my sleepy Stegosaurus. That's a free pattern by, I think, is that handmade by Halime? I'll link it in the description. Then, okay. The show went till 5. Around 3:45, I was saying, okay, I haven't had any sales for an hour, so I'm going to start packing up. And I started packing up. 3 more sales. First, someone came along and saw, I just told you, the Stegosaurus. Then this little girl came over and she goes, look at that dinosaur. And she was looking at Mr. Triceratops. Now this is one I made with boucle yarn with a double strand. So he was about 40 inches long. And I had a price on him of $30, I think. Right? No, I had a price on him of $40. Dad didn't blink an eye. Handed over $40. She got Mr. Triceratops. And okay, with that one, I went from 9th place to 6th place. And then 451, I'm still like working on packing stuff up, and somebody bought a mint stingray. One of the stingrays from the Theresa's crochet shop video, but in a mint green in blanket yarn. I was selling it for $14. That gave me just what I needed to bump me into 5th place for this show. So my grand total was $417. But then when I got home and I checked my emails, I found out it was actually $418.50 because one guy who bought a turtle, I told him it was $10 and he paid me $11.50 through Venmo. So I got a tip. I looked, and having sales of more than $400 has only happened five times before. So that's, now I've got 6 shows that are over $400. Less than 2 weeks to Street Fest. So when I came home last night, I had 13,000 steps on my Fitbit. I just sat in my chair, in my recliner, with my feet up, trying to get rehydrated. And I basically filled up a full page in my planner with, like, okay, the stuff I've got to do tomorrow, to-do lists, my shopping list, a meal plan for the week. And this whole column over here is the restocks. I want to restock bottle slings in a few colors. I still have 33 bottle slings left, but I sold my hot pink one. I think I sold a few solid colors. I want to see in my cotton drawer here if I've got like a nice cream or beige color that I could make some very neutral bottle slings with. Orange, okay, an orange camo. Once upon a time, at a thrift shop, I bought, or maybe I was given, a cone, 1 pound, of an orange and green camo cotton. I'm still using it. I had made 1 bottle sling with it. Now I'm going to remake that one too. I need to make the mallard on a swing, the eagle on a swing, some more mushroom ducks. I have a pattern here someplace. I'm still trying to find stuff from when I cleaned up for company. It's... I have a pattern for Trunk the Turtle. I think it was a free pattern on Instagram. And it's a turtle that's sort of standing up, and he's got his shell that's a backpack. But when you take his backpack off, he's got a little booty. I know, some people don't like that. Some people love it. I want to make at least one of those. Probably a couple of them. The sunflower turtle, the watermelon. I wrote down who the sunflower turtle pattern was by, but I'm not reading my own handwriting from late last night. I need to make some more angry coffee. It's my own pattern. It's on my blog. Looking through the coffee cups on my table, they were all happy. And people were saying, oh, angry coffee? I want an angry coffee. There was only one in there. So got to make some more angry coffee. And Mini Tanner the Triceratops. I do still have one of him left, but he's a cutie and he sells. So I need to make him. So I'm going to go make grilled chicken for dinner and try to come up with a couple of sides. Maybe I'll have my husband pick some cilantro and make a cilantro cucumber salad. So dinner, we'll see if I get away without a nap today. I did sleep 8 hours last night. I was beat. Coming home from the show, I could have just kicked back in the recliner and taken a nap, but I made myself stay awake until 10 o'clock, and then I thought of something I needed to do, so I didn't get to bed till 10:30. But then I slept till 6:30 this morning, so I got a good night's sleep. Shouldn't need to take a nap. We'll see how that goes. I do need to unload the car, though. I've got errands to run tomorrow, and I don't want to be out running my errands with all these boxes and the tent and the tables in the back of my car. So that's got to be done. But I should have plenty of time to play with yarn today. I've got an angry coffee almost finished. I'm working on the last row, and then I have to make the little coffee part to put in, and I have to embroider the face. This one's going to be angry. So that's it. I'll see you in a day or two. Hopefully I'll have a bunch of stuff on my restock list all done to show you. Bye-bye.